If you want to convert a color image to black and white, the most flexible and non-destructive way is to use a black and white adjustment layer. I'll throw the one that I have away and we'll recreate this. So come to the adjustment layers drop down at the bottom of your layers panel, choose black and white. Here we have a number of presets that we can choose from. We could also apply a color tint. Maybe you want a sepia toning effect. You can change the color of that tint. And you can also mix the exact black and white that you get based on the colors that you start with. In this image, there are greens and blues. So if I adjust the greens and the blues and the yellows sliders, that's going to have the most effect. Let me put it back to default to start with, and now we'll experiment with these sliders. As with hue saturation, as with curves, we have a targeted adjustment tool. So I can click on this. I don't have to guess what colors are beneath my cursor. I can just drag, and if you look over to the black and white adjustment sliders, you can see that the blues are shifting. I actually want the blues to be darker in this case, so I'm going to drag to the left. I'll now come to the greens, or what we would call green, and then click on those and drag to the right. Actually, they're more yellow than they are green, so it's the yellow slider that is moving in this case, and you can see how this is affecting the contrast of the image. So we get to interpret how the color is converted into black and white. Of course, you can also combine a black and white adjustment layer with a layer mask. In this document, I have a pre-saved alpha channel, which I'm going to activate. Come to the channels panel, Command or Control click on that alpha channel. With that as an active selection, and it's the inverse of the central sunflower that is currently selected, I'll come and choose a black and white adjustment layer, and you can see that everything is now black and white except the inverse of that selection. And if I wanted it the other way around, I could click onto the layer mask and press Command or Control I to invert the layer mask.